I'm going to demonstrate how to assemble these face shields. This is a special type of flexible acrylic called PETG, flexible plastic. It does have on both sides a protective clear film. Actually, it has a bluish shade to it, and we want to leave it on, but we need to remove it. Just pull it down on the corners where it's been laser cut to allow the elastic to be attached. So just peel back the top corners on both sides. If you use a fingernail, or if you can't get it with your fingernail, you could use an X-Acto knife to try to peel the edge, and once you get used to it, it's not too difficult to peel away the corners of this protective film on the PETG plastic. So the first step to prepare the plastic would be to peel back these corners and then leave them just hanging, because then when they're being used by medical personnel, this loose part can be used when they peel it back before they use it in their clinical setting. So getting those four corners started could be one step of the process, and then the next step will be to assemble with a piece of elastic and a piece of vinyl naugahyde, which acts as a headband. So the headband piece will go with the finished black portion towards the forehead like this. To assemble it to the face shield, separate, you can come closer, separate these and lay them on top of each other so that these slots are aligned with each other. We need, for each one, you could prepare in advance pieces of elastic with it at its non-stretched length. Don't stretch it before you cut it, but at its collapsed size. Measure pieces that are 16 inches in length for a normal size up to a large size, and then you can cut it at that point. Then to assemble it, you just use a regular desktop stapler, and when you staple it, you'll want to put the staple with the smooth part of the staple where it will bear against your forehead, so that the folded over corners are facing away from the person's head. So to assemble it with the staple, now take the piece of elastic, holding these to the PETG plastic and the naugahyde vinyl, put the elastic strap through and then come back so that it's coming from the front to the side facing your head, and then back to the front side. And you do not need to stretch it, so can you see the detail here? Then with the desktop stapler, get the staple centered in the space between the edge and between the slot, and then just give it a good bit of pressure, and it's stapled nicely, and this will be the side towards the face. Then for some users, they have asked that they can finish the assembly so that they could adjust it to make it tighter or looser. But to make it ready to use, and it does fit most faces pretty well, you simply follow the same procedure. Now, it is working the way it's intended, that the headpiece that touches the forehead is shorter than the face shield, which allows the face shield to be held away from the face to allow room for a face mask and for goggles or eyeglasses. That's why it's purposely flexing away from the front of the face to make room for eyeglasses, goggles, and a face shield. So to assemble this, hold it together like this, then peeling the plastic back, the protective blue film that is, bring the elastic, be sure it's kept flat, and come through the second slot and through the Naugahyde vinyl. Bring it back through the first slot, through both surfaces, and bring the elastic just to the edge of the PETG plastic. Then don't stretch the elastic, but just bring it taut like this, and then staple again. You'll get used to putting the stapler in with the elastic there. And again, remember, the staple, the smooth side facing up should be, I'm doing it wrong, I need to turn it over. It should be this way so that the staple will be, the smooth side of the staple is on the inside of the face shield. Get it positioned, and again, good hard press, and it's stapled in place. Now this time my staple, this doesn't happen often, but the staple did not seat neatly. It actually holds adequately, but I think I will adjust this, take it out with a small screwdriver or something and staple again. So if that happens, just remove the staple that didn't work. You can tell it does hold quite well, so I'll try it again, checking my alignment is okay, putting the stapler here and then bringing it in, positioning it carefully. And you can try, depending upon the stapler you use, it may be fine to press firmly and gently, or with a good stapler such as a swing line, it may also work to give it a firm press. And now this time the staple closed. If you have any of the pins of the staple that don't press in firmly, you could use the standard household pliers. To press those down, but since it's facing away from the face, they should not cause any problem. They don't even feel sharp to my finger at all. Then when the medical personnel are ready to use the face shield, they can peel away the protective film from both surfaces, the inside and outside of the face shield, and then simply put the vinyl headband against their forehead, and it's ready to use.